about there. Today we're going to be working on the dash AC system on the motorhome, and some of the stuff I had already replaced, and I also just had the whole system cleaned. So if you look here, this is the system I use to clean the AC system. So it uses the liquid AC flush as well as air compression. Now this is something you do not want to do if you're not too comfortable with it or even familiar, as it can be dangerous. You're having a flammable compressed liquid in your container, and if you accidentally arc it on, say, your battery terminals right down there, you can cause an explosion, a fire, anything like that. So you want to definitely be sure to protect yourself, and if you just don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it. Easy, just go up to your local mechanic shop that works on the AC system and have them flush it, and even if you want, have them fill it after you have it put back together, so you don't have to buy any additional equipment. So one of the things that I've replaced here already was the expansion valve, and I got the R134A connection up top here. The system was originally an R12. Always with your O-rings, you want to just take a little bit of your oil and get some of that on there. This will help keep them from drying out and make a good, nice, tight seal. Now I want to show you guys something here. You might be looking at this guy right here and be like, wait, that's not what was there. That's what was there. Well, this piece you do not need. This was actually from the manufacturer, and if you could see, it has, if it will focus, springs in there, and the other piece fell out of the other end there. Is you got your shut-off valves, one-way valves there, pre-assembled on the system from the manufacturer. And what they would do is they would have the whole AC system pre-assembled except for this last connection, and the system would have already been filled with the R12. So when they installed it onto the chassis, all they had to do was just screw the two connections in together and they were done with the system. So this is not needed. So I replaced it with a new fitting. Alright, with some fiddling around, I got the sensor connected. It's a little tight. I plan on changing it out anyways, just to be on the safe side. I'm just waiting for it to come in. I could change that out after the system is filled because there's a stem valve in there. But I got the new line hooked up here. Nice and tight. Got my sensor, my copper lines not crisscrossing or anything like that to where they're touching each other to affect the sensor in there for the expansion valve, so it actually opens properly. Now only to get in and work on the compressor. Say this is hard doing it one-handed because you can't sit very well in this and do this. Okay, so yesterday I was working on the AC and the battery died while I was filming. Didn't notice, but you could see I got the pump in, the belts back on. That's all set up to go. Now if we come out here to the outside, excuse the mess in here. So yeah, I got it hooked up there. Got the vacuum pump ready to go up on a bucket. And we got the gauges. I got the valves off in the closed position. Same thing up here. These are off. Figured if I have any leak right away, it's going to be this adapter from the R12. And because this is why it's plastic, I have no idea. Need to find a metal one. Yep, time to turn this on. See, we're already pulling vacuum out of the line. Now to open these. And we want to suck them down to about 30 would be good. Camera's gonna ever focus. Now it's a huge lot system, so I'll take a little bit and I'll get back to you when it's ready. Alright, I'm back. You can see it's sucked it down to the 30. It's been keeping it that for a few minutes. I was right, I did have to replace that little stupid plastic one. I did manage to find a metal one. But it is time to close these off and shut off my pump. And we'll give it a little bit to see if I have any leaks. What I had to do here is it still wasn't holding vacuum, but I was right, that piece of crap aluminum, plastic, whatever it was leaking here, so I bought a different adapter there, and that fixed about 99% of the problem. About 10 minutes of vacuum, it slowly started showing signs that it was leaking. So the only thing I could do was add the Freon in there with the UV light and let the cycle circle through so I could try and find the leak. Didn't find one. And actually the exact amount that I put in, it held. So I'd say that my issue is fixed there. I've already added 2 other cans. I am about to add the last one here. Now this is a 48 ounce R12. So that's going to be, it's like 43.2 ounces of the 134A. So I got to measure this out up here. And we'll watch this, hopefully, with the sun glares. So I still got to put in it'd help if it was sitting level. So we're just about there. So it's been a couple days. Sorry for the lighting. I don't have a light on the front of my phone that wants to actually work at the moment. But I don't know if you could hear it. It's still raining. It's been raining the last couple days, but I need to finish this AC on the dash before summer, before the heat. This way I have some sort of AC in here while I try and figure out all this electrical, and been having issues with it. I have it plugged into the house at the moment, but for some reason it wants to keep tripping and flipping the breaker on the house, so I'll have to get that looked at the moment. I just have the 12 volt running so I could have some lights on. But as far as the dash AC, everything is assembled and ready to go. I have the RV running. I had to jump start it, so I'll have to replace that battery as well. As you can see here, been having it run for a little bit. She's running great. It is a little warm in here, so let's get this AC running. She's off. Just flip that over, and hopefully these controls work. AC is on. And I am feeling cool air. So we'll test this to see how well this drops down, and I will get back again. Actually, it's dropped down already quite a bit. Nice. I'll let it run. If I have it filled up properly, it will get down close to 60 degrees. So I'll cut back in once it cools down more. Alright, so I just shut the AC off. And you can see here, it actually managed to get it down to 50, which is nice because I honestly thought it was going to get around 60 with it being 90 degrees outside and, you know, the engine's running and I'm sitting right above it. So I'm pleased with that, which means it should hopefully hit within the 40 mark, which is a good temperature while driving. So let's shut this puppy off. Alright, so I'm going to call it there for the video today. And hopefully I could get in here before summer really kicks off and gets the AC, get these overhead ACs running. But if not, at least I have the dash AC to help cool things down in here while I'm working. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and see you on the next video.